Hey there, so this is a video for Kim Booley 90 and kind of a rant on DVD packaging in general. She asked me to go over the Daria DVD that I got a while back and go over some of the packaging on the inside, which I will now show you. So apparently it's been getting some complaints that it's a little bit flimsy, which I suppose I can see as I will illustrate. It comes apart pretty easy, but in general, who really picks up their DVDs like that? I find it works. You can flip through it. I mean, okay, don't do that. So unless you're fooling around with it and chucking it on the thing like I just did, it's not too bad. I'm going to compare some of my favorite forms of DVD packaging, such as The Office, a gem of a show if you haven't seen it already. The British one, of course. Check it out. So this, in my mind, is kind of the standard packaging. It comes in a book. I guess you can call it a book. It basically flips open. Then you got your DVDs inside, which is fine and dandy if you just have like several episodes. Whereas if you get something like Veronica Mars, which has the same kind of fold-outiness. However, it has DVDs on top of each other, which I find to be a pain in the ass, because if I want to watch this disc only, I had to take out that one first, and I'm kind of OCD and I like to keep them in order, so I had to mess around with it, and it's just an extra step that makes it inconvenient for me. Whereas the Daria DVDs, which, you know, I've now broken, it's fine, it goes back in the case easy. They're just easier to flip through, so I prefer the book form a lot better. Not the foldy book form, this book form. Last but not least, I thought I would show you guys the worst packaging for DVDs ever. I love the OC, you can judge me for that all you want. The first season, undoubtedly the best, but let's not get into that. Let's get into the packaging. Watch as it falls apart. What is that? What is that? You know how all of these DVDs are held together? A piece of tape. I doubt you can see that, but it's just, you know, a standard little piece of tape. I got charged, I think, 60 bucks for these DVDs. The least they could do was package it effectively, and not in this crap that is just unusable. And you can argue that, oh, you're just being too rough on your DVDs. I treat my DVDs, if I spend $70 on them, I'm going to treat them very kindly, very graciously, because they're expensive, and I don't want this shit falling apart on me all the time. So whenever I need to watch these DVDs, I have to tape it back together. Again, that's how they were packed. They couldn't have afforded glue, I guess. And tape was cheaper. And then you'll see now they don't all line up. So that's just a pain in the ass. So yeah, as much as we can complain about the Daria DVDs falling apart, it's funny because that's never actually happened until I had to get the camera out. As much as we can complain about them, Daria's on DVD now, guys. Just stop whining about it and just enjoy the show, because whether or not they're in a burlap sack or in a nice plastic case form, it doesn't change the viewing pleasure you get from Daria. Just sit down, get a bag of greasy chips, pretend it's 6 out of world, and just, you know, enjoy it. Watch the Daria. Don't question the awesomeness.